Hi guys, and welcome to my craft table. Today we're going to be doing another in a series of kids crafts that the kids can sit down and play with, and you can join right in or just sit there and laugh. The best part about this craft, it's going to have candy. And what we're going to be doing is making these adorable little Hershey Kiss candy mice. And I don't know if you can see his face, but it's absolutely adorable. I am making mine for Valentine's Day, but these little guys can be made anytime for anything at all. So let's get to work. The items that we're going to need, of course, are your Hershey Kisses, and I advise you to buy extra because you have to taste test. And you're going to need some string. I have some of this red and white baker's twine, but a piece of yarn, thick string, twine, anything just about will do. Even little pieces of felt that you can cut in thin strips. There's for his tail. You're going to need little tiny pom-poms. These are like the little tiny ones. You can get them in red, black, white, any color you want. It doesn't, this is for the nose. So use your imagination. If you do not have a pom-pom, you can use a hole punch if you've got one and punch a couple holes. Any color paper. I have some red glitter paper. And just a little circle like that. You could stick that on his nose. Or he can go without a nose. It really doesn't matter. This is all imagination. Let the kids play. You're going to need some little googly eyes. Now these ones you kind of need. And I got the smallest ones I had. These little guys here. You know, every mouse needs some eyes, unless they're the 3 blind mice. And if you do not have googly eyes, again, you could poke a couple holes with the hole punch and put some dots in the middle and you have eyes. So I'm not going to make it easy for you to go, oh, I don't have that. I'm using, for the ears, I have these little heart stickers. I picked them up at the Dollar Tree in a bag of, I think there were 3 different kinds, sizes, and colors. And these are going to be the ears. I just got a handful of the small ones that were in the bag. And I also cut out from the same glitter paper some little hearts. And I was thinking I would use these for the inside of the ear. I'm getting fancy. You do not need these. These are totally optional. I just thought they were pretty. You can use markers, crayons, or nothing at all for the inside of the ear. You're going to need some glue. There's some, I have the Art Glitter Glue. You can use Elmer's glue. I don't know if a glue stick is, I've never used them, so I don't know if they hold fast enough or enough of the weight. These are kind of hefty, but you're going to need some kind of glue, your favorite glue. I'm going to be using a glue gun during the tutorial, and that is for time's sake. So, and also with these little hearts, I'm adding feet to my little mouse, and what I did was just basically, I don't know if you can see that, but I just kind of added little toes. So this is what you're going to need, and this includes options also. So basically you need your candy, some string, some eyes, a nose, ears, glue, and some kind of marking to add decoration. So let's get to work here. And of course I'm going to be making messes. So the first thing I'm going to do is set down my handy dandy paper towels, and I'm going to be using I'm going to grab a couple of the same color. Alright, so I'm going to make a pink mouse. Oh, and you're going to need a pair of scissors. Do not try to pull these out unless you want to eat a lot of candy. Just snip them off. Don't fight with them. Just snip off these little kiss tags from the front and from the back. If you pull on them, you unwrap them, and they're harder to rewrap than they are to unwrap. There you go. That's all there was to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the face first, and I'm going to first start with my ears, and he's going to end up with pink ears. And I am going to take these little hearts and like that. You can glue that down just like that, just by sticking a little bit of glue here and here. And that. Or you could take, I'm going to give you lots of options. Here's another one. And you could take out a Sharpie. I got a red marker, crayon, even pen, and just make a nice big circle. That's how easy it is, just to make so it looks like the inside of his ear. But anything that you want to do to the ears, do it before you glue it. Because after it's glued, there's really no messing with it. So you can, like I said, you have options. You have this, or you can leave it just absolutely plain like that. So there are your options. And it doesn't have to be a heart. You could take construction paper, a little bit of felt, printer paper, color it in. It does not have to be a heart. You can cut out a heart. It's easier because the ears already stick up. That's why I picked the hearts. So I'm going to take the fancy one that I got here. I'm going to add a little bit of glue right there. I'm going to let that cool down a lot because hot and chocolate tends to melt. So I'll cool down just a hair, and then I'm going to stick that right on top like that. There's my ears. Alright, for the eyes, I'm going to give him some eyes, and again, just a little dab of glue right in the middle. Like that. And I'm going to take the eyes and just basically slide them like that. Just so I know they've caught in the glue. And I'm going to try to get rid of some of these strings. Hot glue, strings. Yeah, there we go. So there we have eyes. And then, of course, the nose. Little pom-pom. And just enough to get it sticky. Stick it right on top. Hold it for a second. There we have a little mouse face. So we have half our little mouse done, just like that. Alright, now for the back half. And all you're going to need to do is take your string or yarn or whatever you're using, cut off a piece however long you want his tail, like that, and just run a bead of glue, little bitty, just little bitty, and then just lay your string right in so it catches. There's a tail. I'm going to trim this part off because I didn't want to stick my fingers in the glue, so I made it too long. And there we go. So now we have a tail. And now, before you clamp these together, I need you to think about what you're going to do. If you are going to leave it just as the plain mouse, like this, if you're going to hang this little guy, like if you're making this around Christmas time, or sometime when you need a hanging ornament, now is the time. You would take a little piece, tie it in a knot, it could be string, ribbon, whatever. Just tie it in a small knot. And you would put that in between so he could be hanging. Okay, I do not want mine hanging, so, but this is the option. I am giving you as many options as I can think of. So this little guy, basically for me, he's going to go together just like that now. And I'm still got glue strings. Alright, so I'm going to put a dab of glue right here, like that. I'm going to take my little tail end and making sure that the tail part is on the bottom, I'm going to stick it together just like that. Hold it for a second. And there we have a little mouse. Now comes another option. Like I said, you can take one of these little hearts and make it into little feet. You do not have to do this. But all you do is basically fold it in half like this. And I'm going to get a better pair of scissors. Those ones are very old and very dull. But little tiny scissors here. And make little feet just by making what looks to me like little paws, usually three-toed paws. Just like that. More like duck feet. But there you go. You got little paws. And to make sure that people go, those aren't duck feet, take a black ballpoint pen, a black marker, and make little lines so they kind of look like toes. This is all optional, people. Remember that. I never let things be normal. So this is how I do my crafts. I keep looking at it going, oh, it's so cute, it needs this. That's me. Kids, they're happy they have candy in their hands. And basically you want them to finish up as soon as possible because that candy likes to melt. So this might not be an option for children, but it is for me. But just like that, just add little toes. Like that. So. And while we're sitting here and I'm messing around as usual, do you enjoy kids crafts? Or is it one of those things that you're really not interested in? If you do enjoy them or don't enjoy them, please let me know in the comments below. I just like doing crafts, period. So I'm having fun. But if you guys don't really care, I won't bother you with too many. Move on to more adult crafts. Okay, and then I just stick my little feet on the bottom just like that. So there you go. So now you have the cute little mouse. Now you're done. If this is what you want, I have one more option, and this is totally optional. So you can take some construction paper. I have yellow. I also found a Swiss cheese background that I printed up. And you could take these and just basically cut them. I make it look like a slice of cheese. This is a plain yellow one. And set him on top of that. You can do the same with the printed. Same thing. Cut out a slice of it. Trim off the borders. Kind of make it look like a slice for some reason. Triangles look like more like cheese. You can use that. Stick him on that. Or you can be like super duper fancy, and I took the background and I made the little squares and I put little saying on it. And my little saying, which you could write very easily, says, "Mice to know you." And you can put him there. Just give him a little dab of glue and stick him there, and you have yourself a little a Valentine. Or if there's someone new, or just someone for fun, or to yourself, it's been nice to know you. And just put a little dab of glue here. Stick him on. And guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Wasn't that fun? And can you imagine the fun that the kids would have? Like I said, buy extra candy. Taste testing is hard work. And if you want any of this candy, buy extra. Because as soon as it hits the table, it's gone. It's their property. So, there you go. You have one little mouse ornament. And let me know if you like these kind of little ideas to do with your kids. Let me know in the comments below. And if you did like this, subscribe, because I do lots of videos. I'm always uploading videos, at least 3 a week. And I really hope you had a fun time. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.